This is Captain Theodore Emmett of the USS James T. Kirk. Starfleet Command, come in. Repeat, this is the USS James T. Kirk calling Starfleet Command. Are you receiving this transmission? Starfleet Command, if you're receiving this transmission, we're enacting the Janeway Protocol in response to the situation, as we have had no contact with you since arriving in the Canis Major Dwarf Galaxy. The Mark 20 Midas array has been built and deployed, and we will continue to transmit monthly status reports until contact is re-established. Our science teams have detected what seems to be a galactic event, and whatever this energy wave was, it irradiated the Galactic Barrier surrounding the Milky Way. This is preventing us from returning to Federation headquarters, as any attempt to pierce the barrier will result in that starship's destruction. Our science teams have also concluded that the radiation levels within the barrier are dropping ever so slightly, and eventually this means that we will be able to return. But as of yet, we are unable to determine an exact time when radiation levels will be low enough for that to happen. We're assuming that this is the reason that we can't establish contact with you. No, not assuming, we're hoping. The USS James T. Kirk, the USS Matthew Decker, and the USS Constitution have all arrived safely in the satellite galaxy, with no casualties to report. Our first month here has been pretty uneventful. System ZX-3209, one of the proposed options for a Federation beachhead, has checked out. The system is rich in minerals and even has some dilithium located on one of its moons, which is a promising start. So I've ordered the construction to begin on Starbase CM01 immediately. The prefabricated components are coming together nicely, and within 6 months we hope to have the base up and running. Construction of a colony on the 4th planet in the system is also underway. Class M, it's a little smaller and colder than Earth, but definitely beautiful. There's a series of ice caves in the south that surround a cryovolcano, and like Old Faithful, that volcano emits a plume of water every 6.2 days. It only lasts 7 minutes, but it's truly breathtaking to behold. We can actually see the Milky Way galaxy up in the night sky, a constant and comforting reminder of where we came from. Planetary and system data will be appended to this transmission. The surrounding 3 star systems in the area all seem to be uninhabited as well, which brings up a little mystery that we found here. Long-range background radiation scans are rather high when compared to those of the Milky Way. We're unsure what the cause was, but they're also falling at a steady but small rate, and our science teams have projected backwards in time that whatever caused these readings happened almost 100,000 years ago. What effect this event had on life and the development of the satellite galaxy is still unknown, but our research continues. For now, we'll continue to focus on the mission and search for new sources of dilithium crystals to relieve the shortage currently felt in the Milky Way. Also attached to this transmission are status reports, crew logs, and our letters home. We hope all is well and look forward to hearing from you soon. Captain Theodore Emmett, USS James T. Kirk, out. Relatively speaking, the first month of the task force assigned to search the Canis Major Dwarf Galaxy for dilithium crystals was uneventful, at least from their end. But events in the Milky Way itself was another matter. Unknown to them at the time, the galactic event detected by the James T. Kirk would come to be known as the burn. And the burn would indeed irradiate the Galactic Barrier, preventing the 3 ships from contacting Starfleet Command or returning to the Milky Way. What they also didn't know was that the radiation levels in the barrier would not return to safe levels for another century. This meant that the 3 vessels were effectively stranded, and forced to make their own way with only the resources they had or could find within the Canis Major Dwarf Galaxy. But when contact was finally re-established, Starfleet Command would be shocked to discover that not only had the task force survived, but had also thrived, creating their own version of the Federation within that satellite galaxy, And although an amazing and joyful accomplishment, it had not been an easy ride for the task force, as exploration of this unknown frontier, along with the research into the background radiation that they had detected, would bring these 3 lone starships face to face with a threat the likes of which no one had ever seen before.